Hi, kindergarten friends. It's Mrs. Gorski back, and today we are going to be talking about sorting people because that's the new lesson for this week. But before we start talking about sorting people, I wanted us to review a few of the items that we sorted in the past. So let's take a look at the first one. If you remember when we were sorting for the very first time, we were talking about the counting bears. And when we were sorting those bears, there was only one way that we could have sorted them, and that was by color. Because when you look at your bears, they all look exactly the same. So the only possible way that you could sort these bears, of course, is by color. So let's take a look at my next picture. My next picture is about the people. Now, looking at these people, they definitely look different. There's more differences here. So then you can sort them in more ways. So let's take a look. We could have sorted them by color, just like we did the bears. We could have also sorted them by size too. So if I see here, I see a big person. Here I see a little person. And here I see a medium person. So medium means you're not exactly really big, but you're not exactly very small. So you're right in the middle. So we did these people by color and by size. Now the next one is the buttons. So when you think about buttons, since there's so many and we could look at them in all different ways, you could sort them in just as many ways. So if I could sort them by shape. I could sort the buttons by color. I could sort them by the number of holes they have. I could even sort them by the number of curves they have, or if they have curves at all. And the last one is the attribute blocks. Now, remember, we could do these by a couple of ways too. Remember, we could do them by their shape itself. We could do them by their size if they're big or little. We could also do them by their thickness. Are they thick or are they thin? And then, of course, you could always sort them by their color. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to go into my next slide, and it's going to talk about my people now. So here I go with my next one, and it says, how are these people sorted? What is the same about them? So if I'm looking at these two people, here and here, I notice there's two things that are the same. The very first thing that is the same is that they're both girls. The other thing that's the same about them is that they're wearing something that's very important, especially to help you see better when you're at home or in school. I wonder if you know what I'm talking about. If you said the both girls are wearing glasses, you're exactly right. So the two things that are the same here in this picture is that they are both girls and they're both wearing glasses. So let's take a look at my next picture. Now, if I'm looking at this group of kids, there's more kids. Maybe there could be more differences, that I could sort them in more different ways. So let's take a look. Just taking a glance, I could see that these kids could be sorted by their shirt type. So they all have white shirts. So that could be one thing. Also, if I'm looking, they all have jeans on or a denim. And then if you look at their feet, I'm thinking they're kind of all wearing a sneaker type of shoe. So there could be three ways that we could talk about these kids and how they are sorted in this group. They have white shirts, they all wear jeans or denim, and they all have sneakers on. So that's another way that we could sort these people. Let's take a look at my next one. Now I'm taking a look at this picture and I see two people again, just like my first slide did. So when I'm looking at these people, I notice a few things. I notice they are both girls. I hope you said girls before I did. They are also both African American girls. And if you look at their hairstyle, Yes, their hairstyle could be exactly the same. And what else is special about their hairstyle? If you said they are in braids, you're right. So, looking at just these two people, I found a lot of things that are the same about them. It's just two people, but they have a great number of sorts. They are both girls, they're both African American girls. Their hairstyle is exactly the same, and those hairstyles have braids. I know, I can't believe how many sorts that we're doing here. So now let's go to the next picture. Oh my goodness. We just started fall and some of these cold mornings, but wow, I do not want to be looking at these flakes in the air anytime soon. It seems like this picture is not of fall weather. It seems more of, I wonder if you know what kind of season. Well, if you said winter, yes, it seems like it's definitely snowing in this picture. So let's take a look at these two people. Well, I definitely see that they are both girls. Like I said, I hope you said girls before me. Since it's winter, and think about the temperature, it's cold. So you see that they're both wearing jackets, winter jackets, and they are also both wearing winter hats. Now, maybe some of you could have said, oh, look, both these girls do have long hair. So, and you're right, they do. So that could be another way that you could sort them. So they're both girls again. They're both wearing winter jackets and winter hats, and they both have long hair. So there's a lot of different ways that we could sort these girls too. And there's only two of them. All right, let's take a look at my next pick. All right, so here we go. I'm looking not necessarily at faces here, but I'm looking at feet. And there's definitely, there's two ways that you could take a look and see how these people are sorted. You could say, one, looking at their shoes, they're all a kind of sneaker. So just like in a few slides before that the kids that were wearing denim white shirts and it seems like sneakers, I have another slide here that's just really talking about sneakers and looking at what these kids are also wearing is they also have pants on, some kind of pants. So two ways these people are sorted. One, sneakers. Two, pants. Let's take a look at my last slide. All right, so now we have a bunch of school kids. And now granted, some of them, actually, I think all of them, you might not see them, but you definitely see the straps. They all have backpacks. What else do you notice all about them? Maybe look at their ties. They are all striped ties. Anything else you notice about them? I noticed that maybe the bottoms of their clothing, whether it be a dress or a pair of pants, they seem like it's on the gray side. Because really, when you look at these kids, what are they wearing? Now, when you think about when you're in school, you had to follow a dress code or a uniform. So that's exactly what these kids are wearing. They attend a school also that they need to be in a uniform type of clothes. So all these kids have backpacks, they have striped ties, and they have gray bottoms of some sort, which is all part of a uniform. So I really hope that you enjoyed our sorting people discussion and activity. And think about maybe you could be sorting some of your family members at home, or not necessarily even your family members, but you could be sorting other things like blocks or toys or foods or crayons, anything that has a difference about it that you could put into smaller groups that must be something the same about them. So I'll see you all again soon, and have a great day, my kindergarten friends. Bye.